All right, come on. I know you can do better than that. Because there's dance and there's that dance. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Kalaketra, we thank you so much, Reshma Rajiv. We have a special presentation for you. And we would also like to call on a representative of the Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Cultural Cooperation, Ramya Ajay. Thank you. So you can join her on stage. We'd like to say thank you to both of you. And to make this presentation, Krishna Sirju, on behalf of the organizing committee. You know, I was just looking at the dance and I sweating, that's to tell you. But it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And to, once again, those of you just joining us, welcome to Pierre Road Recreation Ground. I hope you are enjoying our celebrations this evening. I see the deers have come to life and adding to a lovely celebration here at Pierre Road Recreation Grounds. We'd like to say thank you very much to the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee. I'd like to take this opportunity to call on the chairman of the organizing committee to bring greetings here this evening, as well as to offer good wishes to all of Trinidad and Tobago. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Amit Alag.
Thank you, Karan. Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amit Alag. It's my pleasure and honor as the chairman of the committee that put together this program to welcome you on this momentum occasion. We recognize in presence His Excellency Dr. Shri Pradeep Rajpurohit ji, High Commissioner of India to Trinidad and Tobago, and Mrs. Rajpurohit ji, his wife, Senator the Honorable Avinash Singh ji, Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, the Honorable Shrimati Kamla Prasad Visesa, Leader of the Opposition, His Worship the Mayor of Shagwanas, Mr. Faiq Mohammed, Ministers of the government, all members of parliament, councillors and members of regional corporations. We are blessed to have with us Shri Ravi ji, who represents Hindu Prachar Kendra, and Pandit Motiram Buddhu, who represents Swami Prakashananda ji of Chinmaya Mission, Trinidad and Tobago. And to all our revered Pandits, Sadar Pranam. We, the people of diaspora, are walking in the footsteps of Hanumanji, who sought to build bridges in an effort to bring communities together. Today, on this auspicious and historic moment of the inauguration of the magnificent, I'll call it magnificent because it's really out of this world, magnificent Ayodhya Ram Mandir, we celebrate with India and with all the rest of the world. I would like to welcome you all with a little doha from our Hanuman Chalisa. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj, Nij Man Mukur Sudhar, Varnau Raghuvar Vimal Jasu, Jo Dayak Phal Char, Buddhihin Tanujan Ke, Sumiro Pavan Kumar, Bal Buddhi Vidya Dahumahe, Harhu Kalesh Vikar. Please enjoy the celebrations. Jai Shri Ram.
I think next time I'll just ask for a pirha, and that would make the whole thing just right. Thank you very much, Amit Alag. We call upon at this time to bring greetings on behalf of this auspicious occasion celebrating the inauguration of Ayodhya, Shri Mandir. She is the leader of the opposition of Trinidad and Tobago, political leader of the United National Congress, and Member of Parliament for Siparia. Ladies and gentlemen, to bring greetings this evening, Mrs. Kamla Basad Bisasa.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you so much. I thank you for the opportunity to bring greetings here on this very auspicious occasion. I recognize His Excellency Dr. Pradeep Singh, High Commissioner to Trinidad and Tobago from India, Excellency. There are several members of Parliament who are present with us, so I acknowledge all my members of Parliament and others for being here. His Worship, the Mayor of Chaguanas, Mr. Faik, and of course there's also the distinguished Deputy Mayor of Chaguanas who has joined us, Melissa Jadunanan, thank you for being here. All other distinguished guests, and I recognize Ravi Ji. Earlier I said I hadn't seen him for a while, so I'm very happy to see him here. All distinguished guests here on a very special occasion. You know, before I came up to speak, MP Barry said to me, he said, why is it we say Sita Ram and we don't say Ram Sita? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Why do we say Sita Ram and not Ram Sita? Because we're giving all the praises and worship to Sri Bhagavan. But what do we say? Sita Ram. And I say Sita Ram to all of you here tonight. And we all say it, we say, because if there is no Sita, there will be no Ram. And that is why we say Sita Ram. So when you go home, tell your children and tell the younger ones, we say Sita Ram. Without Sita, there is no Ram. But equally, without Ram, there is no Sita. So Sita Ram, all of you, thank you for joining us at these observances. The return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya, after years of struggle, sacrifice, devotion, bhakti. It is this endless devotion to Sri Ram that has kept alive hope, dreams, and aspirations of Hindus throughout the world, despite the many challenges they have faced. This historic milestone has been underpinned by the true essence of Diwali, good over evil, light over darkness, and death over immortality. Centuries ago, the land on which this glorious Mandir, Sri Ram's Mandir, where that land became immersed in conflict and turmoil due to greed and bitterness. And Mayor Faik was telling me, if we know the story, there was the Ram Mandir, and then it was overrun by the Mongols, not the Mughals. And then we lost the Mandir. And after 550 years, the Mandir is there for all to see, as many are journeying to see that Mandir all over again. So there was a time of conflict, a time of greed, bitterness. And that Mandir was overtaken, and instead a masjid was built. And now, after 550 years, if I understand it correctly, as you light your 550 diyas for all the years waiting for this Mandir to be once again of the glory that it used to be. So its magnificent splendor returns, not only because of brick and mortar, but also because of values, ethics, and principles that Lord Rama shared with his devotees which live today. As we join Hindus around the world, in fact, before I left home, I was told that at Times Square, it's been screened, the journey back to Ayodhya. It's not just here in Trinidad and Tobago. We are very blessed. Let us thank the organizing committee of this very auspicious occasion. Let us thank His Excellency for agreeing to the patron for this wonderful event, and of course all those who have contributed, all those who came together to make it happen, because we are therefore joining worldwide in this celebration. Tomorrow is in fact the day, but we are starting, we have an early head start, because indeed some people have to work tomorrow. So it's good that you chose today. We had such a beautiful evening. So as we join, as I say, worldwide, celebrating the symbolism of Lord Rama returning to Ayodhya, I cannot help but reflect on our ancestors. They came to this great land, Trinidad, centuries ago. And when they came, I always say, they did not have traveler's checks. They didn't have credit card, express or Visa. They came with nothing except the clothing on their back. But they came with something that was far more important than gold and silver and credit cards. They came with the Ramayana. They came with the Gita. To our Muslim brothers and sisters, they also came with the Quran. And so they brought with them a way of life, a way that many still follow till today, which is greater than any gold or silver or traveler's checks. They came with the Ramayana tucked away under their arms. They held it very closely in reverence. As a descendant of Hindu priests myself, we grew up, and many of you who are here today, we grew up. The Ramayana was read almost every weekend. That was the weekends. We would spend your weekends with the Ramayana. And all the families, the cousins and the dozens, all would gather every weekend. That was it. And we would all grow together. And I'm sitting next to the Mayor Fike. And while that wonderful dance was going on here, can we give the dancer a round of applause, please? I was looking at her and I was getting tired because she put so much energy into it. And Mayor Fike is telling me every move. I said, Mayor, how do you know this? And he laughed. He said, Trinidad and Tobago is a place of tolerance, that people worldwide can see that we live side by side. So some of the steps he's telling me, I didn't even know. He said, Boss Lady, you know what is that? That's when Lord Shri Ram told Hanuman, go find Sita. I said, but if we now reach there, when will we finish? It didn't take very long thereafter, but he knew every step along the way. And that's the beauty of our land, a land of tolerance and diversity, that we can live Christian, Hindu, Muslim, whichever faith we may have, we can live in respect for each other. So, as I say, as a descendant myself of Pandits, I have learned the sanctity, the belief, and the pure love and adoration our brothers and sisters have for their Lord Sri Ram. It was in our most difficult times, both on a personal note and as a community, that the teachings of Sri Ram were our source of strength, purpose, and comfort. As our ancestors traveled across the Kalapani, the dark waters, it was the Ramayana which helped them endure the trials and tribulations as they bared their soul at the feet of Lord Ram. Generations worldwide today have built solid foundations, just as this Mandir that has been commissioned, tomorrow, in Ayodhya. Lord Rama's life as a son, as a brother, as a husband, and as a leader remains an example to all of us. What does he teach us? Duty to family, love for people of his kingdom. Those were the hallmarks of the great Lord Rama's life. Today, as I speak to you, I say I'm immensely proud to extend my best wishes to the government and the people of India for gifting the birthplace of our Lord Sri Ram to Hindus worldwide. Can we thank them? May the struggles and sacrifices leading up to this monumental moment be a constant reminder that God helps those who help themselves. A constant reminder that God helps those who help themselves. Today then, a day of celebrations, as tomorrow will be, in recognition that the Ramayana is not a fairy tale. It is a philosophy and a guide on how we should live. The saga of the Ramayana doesn't end with the return of Sri Ram to Ayodhya, where he went to live happily ever after. It didn't end there. Instead, the Lord continued to face life's challenges after his return But we must learn that he faced those challenges with grace, purpose, and determination to succeed, which are the lessons that we can learn. So as I say to you, Ram Sita, I remind you, we say Sita Ram to all of you. Shri Ram, I bless you all and thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. We have a special presentation for you, as we also say Sitaram, and we shall do so with a special presentation on behalf of the organizing committee. So I'd like to call on Sabrina Singh, co-chairperson, to make this presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Leader of the Opposition of Trinidad and Tobago, political leader of the United National Congress, and Member of Parliament for Siparia, once again, Mrs. Kamla Prasad, Possessor. Yes, so we have some more greetings to share with you this evening, more entertainment as well. At this time, I'd like to call on my co-host, Pandit Ganesh Maharaj ji, to join me on stage.
Okay. Once again, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. This gathering here reminds me of a wonderful event we had in 2015, which we labeled Epic, which was done at the Diwali Nagar site. And just like then, we were planning just for a few of you to show up. And on the day of the event, we had a record of around 14,000 people who attended that event. Today, we were not even sure of how many chairs to put out and how many of you would be here. Someone who has this sort of foresight and can tell us in advance, you're all going to get a big crowd, because I've seen this happen before. Someone who has traversed Mother India more than once and who has seen for himself by his experience with the RSS, who has come back and made Trinidad and Tobago richer by his experiences and his teachings. Someone who every single Hindu in my mind owes a debt of gratitude. He has been running the helm of the Hindu Pracharak Kendra for many, many years. And I urge you to stop whatever you're doing and listen to some absolute pearls of wisdom from one of the greatest Hindus to walk this land of ours, Sri Raviji.
Glasses are now learning to use glass. What do you like showing that there?
Jai Sri Ram! Jai Jai Sri Ram! Har Har Mahadev! My pranams to all of you who are present, including all the people whom we have given our trust to and sit in Parliament, and most of all the pundits and those who are serving as chairpersons and everything like that in the Mandirs and who are working in the field. First, let me congratulate Amit ji and his committee for this wonderful opportunity for all of us. Kindly give them a big round of applause. The word Pran or Pratishtha. This day, tomorrow, the time of the creation of the idea has given to the world a very interesting term, Pran, Pratishtha, which in essence means to use material and give it life and make it sacred, that in return it gives you the opportunity to become sacred. What a great idea of these people, these ancient rishis, who conceptualized a system to do that. I want to ask you to raise your hands in salute to those rishis who thought of this idea and say, Om Jai Sri Ram. Opposition leader just listed some reasons why Sri Ramchandra is so important to us. I have listed about 16 that you might know some and not know some, but I think it's important because we know that we are connected, we know that we are close, but what are the factors? So I just want to ask your permission to do this. The words Sri Ram, Ayodhya, and Sanatan Dharma comes in one package. Ramayana and Tulsidas, these two words are well known to us. Our main community activity is Ramayana Yag in Trinidad and Tobago, and in the Caribbean, and in the entire diaspora. Weddings, Sanatan Dharma's wedding is a reenactment of the wedding of Sita and Ram. I remember getting up when in the morning we get up and we didn't say Sita Ram to which elder was around. At the birth, many of us get the name Ram or some related name. In the Guru mantra, the Guru goes to the earth and most likely will say, Ram. At death, somebody would want to whisper in your ear, Ram, or ask you to say, Ram. When there's a death, you invite people to come and read Ramayana, and a lot of people turn up at that time. So from birth to death, Ram and the whole connections, we are immersed in that. So Prana Pratishtha, and you got a very lucid account of how this happened to be. You know, all the time while the struggle was going on, I was sad about it, I was vexed about it. You know something? It has united all of us today. Across the world, all Hindus are united on this day. So I thank them. I thank them who did that. We got this opportunity. So 500 years of patience and 50 years of fight in the courts. But I have another matter to deal with. All that work, just like what Amit and his community did, get together and work for the community. We didn't have to pay a cent to come inside here. Out there in the community, in the diaspora, this is something that is partially lacking in our Sanatan Dharma community, where people will get behind the Mandir, to get behind the group, the community leaders, to organize lessons for the children, to organize something for the elders who are now sitting there redundant. So the community activity is so critical, and we have to thank community activity for this activity today. So for this point of view, I want to suggest that we Trinis are like Hanuman. I think Hanuman, how many of you worship Hanuman? Put up your hands. Everybody. So you might be happy to know that you're just like Hanuman, but I'll tell you how. When they were at the seashore and knew that Sita was across in Lanka, somebody had to go and find that out. So they were finding out, I could only jump 2 miles. I could only jump this amount. I can't do it. So that was the problem. That is where the trainee is. But from the time you ask a trainee, come to do this and help, I'm really busy with something, You walk down the road, you see me drinking a beer. And many other examples that you know about. So this point I'm suggesting, what it took all those Karasevaks to do and to make and give their lives, how many of them died? My friends died. People who were trained with me died. They worked for the community to be there. If we value our community and we have an idea that what it should be, we cannot do anything else but to work for this community by ourselves, and I'll tell you how. So, Rikshapati suddenly turned to Hanuman and he said, Ka chupi sadi? Why are you quiet? Why are you not saying, we know you are strong? And anytime he says that, Hanuman is receding. Hanuman is receding himself, just like a trainee. So not we only like trainee, Hanuman like trainee too. But then, Rikshapati had some sense. He was a psychologist perhaps. So he knew where to start with the person who feels he could do nothing. One thing is to know who you are. And that is why he said, Pavana Tane Bala Pavana Samana. So two things are here. You are the son of Pavan Dev. You're not just a creature like that. You're the son of Pavan Dev. Pavan Dev flies all over the place. Pavana Samana. So you can do just like Pavan. Then he told him the other thing. Why are you here, Hanuman? You know now you're capable to something, but I'll tell you why you're here. And then he said these words. Ram kaj lagi tava avatara, sunata hi bhayavu parvatkara. You are here for Ram Kaj. The sole purpose, first purpose that all of us are here for is to do Ram's work. And that is what I'm talking about. That each one of us have to turn up and turn out and participate in the community work wherever we are. And what Amit, who has come from quite India, has done here today is a good example of what we have to do. If I have to leave the message, Namaskar Bhai. For you, it's exactly that. We are people of Ram. Hanuman is the person who gets things done. To join with Ram, we have to be Hanuman. So from that point of view, we have to be like Hanuman. And finally, all of this means what? That lesson is given by Sri Ramchandra himself. Prabhu Ram hardly spoke in the whole Ramayana, very few times. But when he had won the battle in Lanka, listen to this. When he had won the battle in Lanka, this thing has a political overtones to it. When he won the battle of Lanka, Ram was not leaving the battlefield and going inside the city because he had a vow he couldn't go, 14 years wasn't over, so he honored that. But there was another reason. So Vibhishan and other officials came and asked him to come with them to enter the parliament and take the throne. And then he said, turned to Lakshman. Sri Ram didn't answer them. He turned to Lakshman and said, Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Garyasi. Mother and motherland are greater than even Swarg, heaven. Hear that? Mother and motherland are greater than even heaven. Those of us who have come from far, Janma Bhumi is here in Trinidad. So for this land must be for us the greatest opportunity to serve and serve and serve. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram. You see, now you're getting it. One more time. Jai Shri Ram. Sounding good. We're going to ask Mr. Soon Ramnath of Kendra to make a presentation to Raviji.
Jai Shri Ram! Jai Shri Ram!
On behalf of the organizing committee, for your time here with us and truly being an inspiration to so many of us. Round of applause again. Thank you, Ji. Okay, we are almost at the end of the program and we have a very, very exciting finale for all of you who are still here. Up next is a digital message from Swami Prakashanandaji, who is the spiritual head of the Chinmaya mission of Trinidad and Tobago. He himself was tutored in India at Sandipani Sadhanalaya in Mumbai for many, many years, I think 11 years or so. He is in India right now and taking part in all the festivities there. This is being recorded, so we will send the video of you all clapping to him, that he'll know you all clap for him. Okay. Up next is his message. It'll be played on the screen, and you will hear the audio as well. Please give your attention to Sri Swamiji.
Jai Shri Ram. Hari Om Sitaram Namaste. Today, the world is witnessing something which is not merely of international importance, but something which has taken on cosmic proportions. Bhagwan Shri Ram, who is the Lord of the cosmos himself, is returning to Ayodhya after more than 500 years of exile. The Shraddha, the prayer and the aspirations of Hindus and the Ashirvad of our Santa Mahatma Gan, willed and sustained incessantly for more than 500 years, have finally borne fruit. As we speak, the Pran Pratishtha of Bhagwan Shri Ram Lala is being conducted in Ayodhya. While we may view this as historical restitution of sorts, it might well serve Hindus to utilize the occasion to do some introspection on the teachings of Bhagwan Ram in the preservation and propagation of Sanatan Dharma in society and in the world as a whole. We often use the phrase civil society. It is my firm conviction that society cannot become civil until and unless it adheres strictly to Sanatana Dharma. It is the duty of every Hindu to stand strong, firm, resolute, and with dignity to imbibe fundamentally the teachings of Sanatana Dharma as espoused and demonstrated by Bhagwan Ram. It may serve humanity well for all to adopt the examples of Bhagwan Shri Ram. Rama did not usurp anybody's land. He removed Bali and got Kishkindha. And he gave it to a son of Kishkinda, Sugriv. He removed Ravan and got Lanka. He did not keep it. He again gave it to a son of Lanka, Vibhishana. Bali and Ravan represented adharma. By removing them, Bhagwan demonstrated love and care for the citizens of those lands. And he gave these kingdoms to dharmic kings. Secondly, he relinquished desire and greed for power and domination. Thirdly, he did not convert anybody. The Bhils remained Bhils. Jatayu remained Jatayu. Kapis remained Kapis. And Lankans remained Lankans. He showed respect and love to all by accepting them for what they are. He just taught them to follow dharma in their dealings. Rama's heart went out to the poor and downtrodden. He walked barefooted to meet and lift Shabari, Ahalya, Kevat, Jatayu, Sugriv and Guha. He made friends not only with kings but with the common people as well. Fifth, he demonstrated love and care for women when he lifted Ahalya and Shabari. He walked more than 2,000 kilometers, building a bridge all the way to Lanka to cross the ocean and to save Sita ji. Sixth, he demonstrated the central teachings of Bhagavad Gita by maintaining balance and equilibrium, samatvam, when confronted with the news of exile. 7. He was a leader par excellence who cared for the welfare of his followers. Tulsidas ji writes that there is not a Banar in the Banar Sena whom he did not meet and greet. This is the Bhagwan Shri Ram we are talking about. The Rama was returning to Ayodhya today, a shining light and an exemplar extraordinaire to our tottering humanity. I implore all to imbibe the example of Bhagwan Ram and to take humanity to greater heights. Let us make the world know that there is an exemplar who, if we exemplify, the world can be saved, the world can be made better, the world can be made a peaceful and prosperous world. Jai Shri Ram.
No, we're not going to make a presentation to the screen. We're going to ask Pandit Motiram Budu. Are you here, sir? Yes. Shri Gyan Ramlogan will be making this presentation to Pandit Budu on behalf of the Chinmaya Mission of Trinidad and Tobago. And Panditji will also tell Sri Swamiji that you all clapped for him when he spoke on the screen.
Jai Shri Ram! Jai Shri Ram!
And now I call on Karen.
Thank you very much, Pandit Ganesh Maharaj Ji. Our next guest arrived in Trinidad in time for Diwali last year. And during our conversation recently, he said he found the experience to be superb. He joined the Indian Foreign Service in 2004, assumed the charge of High Commissioner of India to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago on October 6, 2023. Prior to this, Dr. Raj Purohit served as Director General, Joint Secretary for the Middle East region, West Asia, and North Africa in the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, July 2021 to September 2023. He has served as Ambassador of India to the Republic of Iraq, 2017 to 2019, and Deputy Ambassador to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia 2019 to 2020. He also headed the political section at the Indian Embassy in Berlin, Germany, 2014 to 2017. He was second secretary at the Indian Embassy in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, 2008 to 2011, and third secretary at Indian Embassy in Cairo, Egypt, 2006 to 2008. He also earned a diploma in Arabic language from the American University in Cairo. He is also a medical graduate, MBBS. To deliver the feature address this evening in commemoration of the inauguration of Ayodhya Shri Mandir, ladies and gentlemen, High Commissioner of India to Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Dominica, and Montserrat, His Excellency Dr. Pradeep Singh Raj Purohit.
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Very, very warm greetings and namaskar, Sitaram, from the millions and millions people from India and the government of India from your motherland. As my friend said that I arrived in the month of Diwali here, and I had the Diwali celebration all along. This is the second Diwali in a span of 3 months for me. And what a Diwali this is. As Madam Kamlaji is saying, that this is being celebrated all across the globe, outside India. And people are celebrating in Times Square and many, many other areas. The clippings of this event will go all over India, and my colleagues will see that this is probably one of the biggest celebration of this particular Pran Pratishtha Mahotsav outside India in the island of Trinidad and Tobago. I sincerely thank the Ram Janam Sthapna Committee and the chairman, Mr. Amit, and all for turning this event, for turning Trinidad and Tobago, Shagwana into Ayodhya tonight. आज की शाम की जय श्री राम। आज की इस पावन शुभ संध्या को मैं हिंदी में कहूँगा, आज की इस पावन शुभ संध्या में चारों ओर राम है, चारों ओर भक्ति है. I mean to say that today's auspicious and sacred evening, on the eve of the Pran Pratishtha Samarah in Ayodhya, at the historic moment, we are having all around Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, and Bhakti, and Bhakti. Honorable Member of Opposition, Srimati Kamla Prasad Bisesar ji, Sri Avinash Singh, Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, Honorable Members of Parliament, Sri Rudranath Indra Singh ji, Sri Beri Padar ji, Sri Ravi Ratiram ji, the member of Deputy Chairman of the UNC, Sri Johnny ji, Member of Shagwana, Sri Faq Mohammed ji, the Deputy Mayor of Shagwana, all the Honorable Pandits, Dr. Ravi ji, Swami ji, there are innumerable names all around, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my honor and a privilege to be part of this auspicious ceremony, auspicious function, which thousands and thousands of miles away from the motherland India, we see here with a great contribution and enthusiasm of all of you together tonight. Friends, someone also mentioned here tonight that not everyone can travel to India because it is far. And many of them probably would have thought that it is really far. But now I see a reason. I see you have all the reason to travel to India and see by yourself how Ayodhya has come up with, how Ayodhya and around the area of Bhagwan Sri Ram is coming up. Friends, the celebration is indeed being celebrated in a grand manner. We stand today on the threshold of history, a day etched in stone, not just on calendars, but in the hearts and minds of the million of devotees. After centuries of yearning, of trials and tribulations, Sri Ram Mandir in Ayodhya rises once again as a testament to the faith, resilience, and the enduring spirit of the Indian civilization, its diaspora, and friends of India. For generations, the sacred soil of Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Ayodhya has echoed with Ramayana, the epic tale of Lord Ram's journey. His journey from a prince to exile, from conquering the evil of Ravana to reclaiming his rightful throne, has resonated within all of us, shaping our values of life, guiding our behavior and conduct, offering strength in times of darkness when hopes are dim and we start losing the self-confidence. The Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is not merely a structure of brick and mortar. Friends, it is a crystallization of values, righteousness, courage, devotion, and an unwavering faith. It is a beacon of hope, a symbol of unity, a testament to the power of collective purposes and enduring cultural legacy of the Indian civilization. On the banks of the sacred river of Saryu, Sri Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is also an architectural marvel. It is designed in the Nagar style of architecture, featuring one grand dome and the intricate sandstone carvings. Very briefly, the temple has been built with the pink sandstone brought from the Rajasthan and have those carvings and sculptures depicting the stories from Ramayana. The temple has 3 floors, 5 domes, 360 pillars and 161 feet tall shikhar covering 2.7 acre of land. The ground floor depicts Lord Ram's life, while the first floor will immerse visitors in the grandeur of Lord Ram's Darbar, what we call. The temple's grand structure is 380 feet long, 250 feet wide, and 61 feet high. The Murti of Bhagwan Sri Ram in the Garbha Graha, the sanctorum, is 51-inch tall, made in black stone crushed Shila, with 150 to 200 kilogram in weight, and built by the sculptor Yogiraj Arun. The temple will also, not only temple, it will have a museum, a library, research center, and other facilities. The temple complex also includes the other structures and facilities, making it a pilgrimage destination for the millions of devotees. We also have Maharishi Valmiki International Airport in Ayodhya, well connected all along India and from abroad. The foundation stone of the temple, the Pran Pratishtha, will be done in a few hours from now. But the foundation stone was led by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in August 5, 2020. It is a historic ceremony attended by several dignitaries and devotees. Friends, Bhagwan Ram is such an ideal character in Sanatan Dharma and culture that it was and it will remain relevant to the human civilization. He is called Maryada Purushottam Ram, an epitome of how a human should be, embodying the highest ideals of the morality, means the most obedient and the disciplined, as a child, as son, father, pupil, ruler, and warrior. He is a fine balance of a personal and professional conduct. He was not pleased when he heard about his coronation, and he was not sad when he was asked to go into exile for the next 14 years. In this big diaspora country like Trinidad and Tobago, I found that most of you have preserved the cultural heritage. As Madam has mentioned, that you have brought the Holy Gita and Holy Ramayana with your ancestors. So we do greatly appreciate this from the core of our heart. We are also glad that to have such a vibrant and devoted diaspora who still have so much of passion, love and affection for India's cultural heritage and particularly for Bhagwan Sri Ram. Most of you have love and affection, religiousness. The community organizations have proved this true spirit in celebrating the inauguration of Sri Ram temple in Ayodhya back few hours in advance here in Trinidad and Tobago. We have also made the arrangements for the live broadcasting, which I believe most of your TV channels will be conducting during the night. Brothers and sisters, friends, completion of Ram Mandir and the Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lala in a few hours from now is not just an end, but just a new beginning. It is a fresh canvas upon which we can paint a brighter future for India, our diaspora-friendly countries like Trinidad and Tobago, as well as for the whole world. A future where every voice is heard, every dream is nurtured, and every individual is empowered to reach their full potential. Let this Sri Ram Mandir not just be a place of worship, but a wellspring of inspirations. Let it guide us in building a society that is just, equitable, and prosperous. A society that reflects the ideals of Lord Ram, a society where every citizen can live with dignity and respect. Let us rise to the occasion, friends, with hearts full of gratitude and minds brimming with hope. Let us pledge to work together, hand in hand, to build a nation worthy of the legacy of Lord Ram, a land that is truly Ram Rajya. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. I sincerely thank the Ram Janbhumi Sthapna Committee and all their members and all senior leaders and all of you to be part of this grand celebration. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We have a special presentation for you on behalf of the organizing committee. I'd like to call on Chairman Amit Alag to make such presentation. Token of appreciation on behalf of the organizing committee, Chairman Amit Alag.
This is an electronic Bhagavad Gita which has been given to me, so it will always remain as a very, very special in my house and in my family. Thank you.
An electronic Bhagavad Gita. That's the power of technology today. Thank you very much, His Excellency, High Commissioner of India to Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Dominica, and Montserrat, Dr. Pradeep Singh Rajpurohit. I'd like to call on my co-presenter this evening for our next feature presentation, Pandit Ganesh Maharaj.
Okay, so I've been told by the backstage team that this is just like a huge one-night Ramayana Yagya. It's a huge one-night Ramayana satsang. So there is prasad for everybody, but it's at the end, as always. You can't get prasad at the beginning or the middle. We just don't do it like that. But then there's also food at the end of all things. So we have prayers food, and we have there's Indian delicacies and all that. So we have a huge arati at the end of the program, which is very, very near. So we wish for you to stay and observe and also participate in the arati. And after arati, as you know, tradition states, you will get prasad, you will get the food and all these things. Okay. The end of Lanka Kand, book 6 of Ramcharitamanas, is a Doha 120, which says, Puni Prabhu Ai Tribeni Arasita Majanu Kina Kapina Sahita Bipran Kahu Dana Bibida Bididina Siya Pati Ramachandra Ki Jai. The chaupais that follow this Doha bring to an end Lanka Kand and introduces the last and 7th book of Ramayana, known as Uttarakhand, or called the sequel. To bring this chaupai and the accompanying verses to life, this is Ramayana on stage. We are at the Pier Road Recreation Ground, and one of their neighboring families, the First Felicity Ramlila and Cultural Group, will be performing for you now the Bharat Milap, which will be narrated by none other than Pandit Budharat Yankatesu. A round of applause for them, please.
Jai Shri Ram. Sabkoi Sitaram to all. Tonight I am here to narrate to you the ending part of Ram Katha by Sant Goswami Tulsidas Ji, who have given to us in wonderful poetic language Ram Bharat Milap. Bole Prabhu Ram Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. It was a time when Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra had completed Dharma Sthapna to re-establish Dharma in Lanka. A new king was crowned in the glorious name of Vibhishana. And Prabhu Ramachandra was returning now to the city of Ayodhya. Ashta Chakra Navdwara Devanam Puryodhaya Tasyam Hiranyaha Koshaha Swargo Jyotishabrataha. That sacred Ayodhya, as we celebrate today with our sacred ancestral land, Bharat Mata, the sacred Mandir that is consecrated on the spot of Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra, where he took avatar. Today, we receive the blessings from Bharat Desh to our Chota Bharat, Trinidad and Tobago. As we await the members of the First Felicity Ramlila and Cultural Group to make their way devotees. Sita Sahita Avadha Kahu Kinha Kripal Pranam Sajala Nayana Tana Pulakita Puni Puni Harshit Ram Puni Prabhu Ayav Triveni Harshit Majjahu Kina Kapina Sahita Vipranha Kahu Dana Vividhi Vidhi Dina Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Prabhu Hanumantahi Kaha Bujhai Hari Baturupa Avadhapur Jai Bharatahi Kusala हमारी सुनाए हो समाचार ले तुम चले आए हो. Devotees, Prabhu Ramachandra looked upon his messenger, servant, his Bhakta Mahavira Swami, and said to him, "Hey Prabhu, hey Mahavira Swami, go ahead of us to Ayodhya in the guise of a Baturup, of a religious student. Hey Pavan, take this form and go to Bharat, to Ayodhya, and tell Bharat the news of our welfare, and then return back." Jai Shri Ram. Mahavira Swami devotees bow to the feet of Bhagavan Prabhu Ram and is now proceeding towards the city of Ayodhya. As Mahavira Swami is making his way from the outskirts of the city of Ayodhya, by the instructions of Prabhu Ramachandra, he is making his way to Nandigram in Ayodhya. Till then, my dear beloved devotees, Bharat is in Nandigram chanting the name Ram Ram Raghupati, Ram Ram Raghupati, Ram Ram Raghupati, sitting not on the surface of Dharti Mata, but we are sitting, he dug a huge hole and we are sitting beneath to show his love and humility, his devotion to Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra. There he sat, one day left, and his mind was drowning in separation for Prabhu Ramachandra. As he began to think in his mind, Bharat began to think, रहा एक दिन अवधि कर अति आरत पुरलोग चहतह सेवक ही नारी नर कृष्ण तनु नाम वियोग सगुन हो ही सुंदर सकल मन प्रसन्न सबकेर प्रभु आगवनु अनावजनु Nagar Ramya Chahuker. Bharat began to think in his mind the term of exile of Shri Ram was to expire only the next day. Rahu ek din avadhi adhara samujhat man dukh bhayu apara. Bharat devotees, the term of exile, the term of Shri Ram exile, which was the sole hope of the life of Bharat, was going to expire only a day. Hence he thought, that thought filled his mind, Bharat's mind, with untold grief. How is that, Bharat is saying in his mind, how it is that Bhagwan Prabhu Ram did not turn up? Has he cast me out of his mind, knowing me to be crooked? Ah, Bharat thinking, how blessed and fortunate is Lakshmana. As Bharat was drowning with this sad thought in his mind, Mahavira Swami is making his way in the guise of a student, a religious student, in Ayodhya. Jai Shri Ram. Ram Virah Sagar Maha भारत मगन मन होत, विप्र रूप धरि पवन सुत, आयऊ गयऊ जनुपोत। बैठे देखी कुशासन, जटा मुकुट कृसगात, राम राम रघुपति जपत, श्रवत नयन जल जात। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Devotees, Mahavir Swami, by the instructions of Bhagavan Prabhu Rama, is now in Ayodhya, seeing Bharat sitting in Nandigram and observing the love and the devotion that Bharat has exemplifying for the feet of Shri Ram, and listening Ram Ram Raghupati, Ram Ram Raghupati, hearing the sound uttered by Bharat, Mahavir Swami, seeing the condition of Bharat, Shri Hanumanji spoke out, Dekhat Hanuman ati harshevu, Pulak gat lochan jal parsevu, Varshevu, Manamaha bahut bhati sukh mani, Boleu Shravana Sudha Samabani. Shri Hanuman, while Bharat like this, mind was thus sinking in the ocean of sorrow, of separation from Bhagavan Prabhu Rama, Mahavir Swami, disguised as a Brahmana, came like a bark to his rescue. He found Bharat seated on a mat of kusha grass, emaciated in body, with a coil of matted locks, hair for a crown, and the word Ram Ram Raghupati on his lips, the lotus eyes streaming with tears. This is what Hanumanji saw, the condition of Bharat. Seeing Bharat in this condition, Shri Hanumanji ne kaha, Hey Bharat, at the sight of Hanumanji, Hanuman was overjoyed. Every hair on his body stood erect, and his eyes rained copiously. He felt gratified at the heart in every way. Shri Hanumanji then addressed Bharat. Raghukula tilaka sujana sukhdata, Ayau kusala deva muni trata, Ripurana jiti sujas sur gavat, Sita sahita anuj prabhu avat, Sunat vachana bisareu sab dukha, Takhavant jimi pai piyusha, Ko tum tat kahate aaye, Mohi param priya vachana sunaye. Mahavir Swami devotees, he addressed that Bharat in these words. Seeing the love in the heart of Bharat, Shri Hanumanji said, He in whose absence you sorrow day and night, the catalogue of whose virtue you are incessantly recounting, the glories of Sri Raghu's line, the delight of the virtuous and the deliverance of the devas and the sages, has safely arrived, having conquered his enemies in battle, with the devas singing his glories, that Bhagavan Prabhu Ram is now on the way, while Sita and Lakshmana, the moment Bharat heard these words, he forgot all his woes, like a thirsty man who has secured nectar. Bharat rise from his seat. Aap kaun ho? Who are you? My most pleasing with displeasing news. Listen, O fount of mercy. I am the son of the wind god Mahavir Swami Pavanputra. I am a monkey. Hanuman is my name. I am a humble servant of Shri Ram, the Lord of the Raghus, the befriender of the meek. Hearing this, Bharat rose devotees and went on to meet Mahavir Swami. Mahavir Swami devotees now disguising his Brahmana Rupa and now taking his monkey-like form. Bole Prabhu Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai! Jai Shri Ram! Embracing each other devotees. The tears from the eyes of Bharat and the tears of the eyes of Hanuman began to bathe the body of each other. Bharat, as he embraced Mahavir Swami, his eyes streamed with tears and every hair on his body stood erect. As at the very sight, O Hanuman, Bharat is saying, all my worries, my problems have disappeared. In you, I have embraced today, beloved Rama. Bole Prabhu Ramachandra ki Jai! I embraced you. I embrace Rama in you today. What a wonderful statement of Bharat. Devotees, seeing now all is well, seeing the love, that immeasurable love in the heart of Bharat, that unfathomable love, Hanuman was delighted. And so, devotees, Bharat also was of course delighted as Hanumanji bowed and he made his way back to give the news to Bhagavan Prabhu Ram. Now witnessing Shri Ram now on his way together with Sita, Lakshman and all those who accompanied him in the battlefield in Lanka, they are making the way to Ayodhya. Whilst on the way, Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra is showing the Divine Mother Sita all where the activities took place in her absence. Now we are going to witness, devotees, the Ram Bharat Milap. Before Ram Bharat Milap, we saw the meeting of Mahavir Swami. Shri Ram, Shri Hanumanji is on his way with a message. Bharat devotees, having received the news, went on to spread the news of Ayodhya, to break the news to the gurus, the queens of Ayodhya. समाचार पुरवासिन पाए नर अरु नारी हर्षि सब खाए दधि दुर्बारोचन फल फूला नव तुलसी दल मंगल मूला भरी भरी हेम हार भामिनी गावत चले सिंधूर गामिनी श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा जय जय से ही तैसे ही उठी वही बाल वृद्ध कह संगन लावई श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा. Devotees, the moment the news was given throughout the city of Ayodhya, Bharat all the queens, Kaushalya, Kaikai, Sumitra, together with the rest, all the citizens of Ayodhya, they prepared all the sacred articles to welcome Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra, Lakshman, and the divine Shakti, Ma Devi Sita, back to the city of Ayodhya. Jab jab hoye dharam ke hani, बाढ़हि असुर धम अभिमानी जब जब होई धर्म के हानि बाढ़हि असुर अधम अभिमानी तब तब प्रभु धरि विविध शरीरा हरहु कृपा निधि सज्जन पेरा. That Bhagavan who had promised to take avatar upon this Mrityu Loka whenever dharam ki hani, when dharma is lost, that Bhagavan Prabhu Rama, having fulfilled his promise by taking avatar, is now making his way to Ayodhya with Mahavir Swami, Lakshmana and Adi Shakti, Ma Sita Devi. While in Ayodhya, devotees, everyone prepared themselves with sacred articles. Beautiful rows of diyas were lit to welcome Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra. To show their love, everyone made a contribution to express their love in welcoming that Prabhu Ramachandra, whatever form it takes to protect his devotees. Harahu Kripa Nidhi Sajjan Pira, the pain and suffering of the Sajjan, all those pious, righteous devotees, the Lord have taken avatar to bring an end to the worries, the problems. As Goswami Tulsidas ji put in wonderful verses, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, 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 Shri Rama Lakshmana, Ma Sita Devi, Shri Hanuman and the rest of the Vanara troop is making the way to Ayodhya. Nishad Raj, all those who assisted Sri Rama in the battlefield of Lanka, Bhagavan Rama, to show his gratitude, even the Lord, the Master, Bhagavan Param Prabhu, Purushottam Shri Ramachandra is here demonstrating gratitude, a principle that we all should adhere to, bringing all those to his city of Ayodhya as they're making the entrance, devotees. The citizens of Ayodhya, they were all prepared for the welcoming of Shri Ram with rows of diyas lit on the pathway to Shri Ramachandra. Jai Shri Ram! Here we are now witnessing the meeting of Prabhu Ramachandra with the citizens of Ayodhya. Rama Ayodhya mein aaye, chalo sakhi Ram se milo.
See, I मन का दुलारे
राम लक्ष्मण जन का दुलारे हनुमान संग में आई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले ओ प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले माता सुमित्रा आरती उतारे
आनंद मंदार देवतारे
माता सुमित्रा आरती उतारे नयन वीर बहाई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले श्री राम अयोध्या में आई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले
धूप दीप नैवेद्य चढ़ावे
धूप दीप नैवेद्य चढ़ावे उनके दर्शन पठाए
चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले
ओ प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले
तुलसीदास कर जोरा करते हैं
तुलसीदास कर जोरा करते हैं हरि गुण गान चलो रे सखी राम से मिले
चलो रे सखी राम से मिले
ओ प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले ओ प्रभु राम अयोध्या में आई चलो रे सखी राम से मिले चलो रे सखी राम से मिले
चलो रे चलो रे सखी राम चलो रे सखी राम चलो रे
जय श्री राम। भगवान प्रभु रामचंद्र, महादेवी श्री सीता शक्ति Lakshmana, as they have made their way now into the city of Ayodhya, the meeting and the greeting of all the citizens of Ayodhya is taking place at this time. Soon the Shri Ram will be returned to the city on the royal crown, on the royal stage, to be crowned as Raja Rama. Whilst Goswami Tulsidas ji have spoken about the power of the name Ram, Bandav Ram Naam Raghuvar ko, Hetu Krishanu Bhanu Himakar ko. Goswami Tulsidas have talked to us about the greatness of the name Ram, Rakar, Akar and Makar, which is equal to the power of the sun, the moon and Agni Tattva. This is what makes the name Ram so powerful. That is the same Bhagavan Prabhu Rama, who is the very fount of all joy and happiness. As Bhagavan Shankar himself given the answer, Sahaj Prakash Rup Bhagavana, that Bhagavan whose very nature is Prakash, radiance, light. That Shri Ram, who is the embodiment of all, is making his way now to the great city of Ayodhya to be crowned, to be called Raja Ram. Raghupati Raghav. Everybody sing together. Raghupati Raghav, Raja Ram, Patit Pavan, Sita Ram. Bolo. Raghupati Raghav, Raja Ram, Patit Pavan, Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav, Raja Ram, Patit Pavan, Sita Ram. Sita Ram, Raja Ram, Patit Pavan, Sita Ram. Sita Ram. प्यारे सीताराम सीताराम सीताराम
बड़ प्यारे बड़ सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम गिरधारी मेरो लाल सबको सन्मति दे भगवान गिरधारी मेरो लाल सबको सन्मति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम राजा राम राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
बोले प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Here you have witnessed devotees. Prabhu Ramachandra have now returned, welcomed by all the citizens. At that time, Prabhu Ramachandra now sitting upon the throne, where all the gurus was called upon. And now was the time where the crowning of Bhagavan Prabhu Rama and the offering of the tilaka, all was set for this moment. Raja Dashratha, who exited this body with one hope to see Bhagavan Rama, Prabhu Ramachandra sitting upon the throne. This was his only abhilash. And so devotees, the moment Shri Ram sat upon the throne, Arti Tilaka was given. Raja Dashratha, he came down from the heavenly realm to witness this wonderful crowning of Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra. Seeing this with his own eyes, devotees, the father of Bhagavan Prabhu Ramachandra, having witnessed the crowning of Shri Ram, he disappeared. And so, we now witnessing that divine crowning. Bole Prabhu Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki jai. Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki jai. Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki jai. Jai Shri Ram.
A round of applause for the entire team of the First Felicity Ramlila and Cultural Organization. And we'd like to ask Pandit Bulhar Yankatesu to please stay in front. My uncles Deosaranji and Uncle Ivan will be presenting him with a token of our appreciation for all their efforts here today in making this event a success. Take your pictures now before they leave the stage. Siyapati Ramachandra ki. Now we are having the Arati, the Mahamangal Arati, and the president of the Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee of Felicity will be leading the Arati, which will be supported by the chanting of the bhajans to Prabhu Sri Rama by a combined group of the Datta Kirtan Mandali and the Isha Kirtan Acharyas, all disciples of Gurudev Pandit Krishna Ramdeen and the Isha organization. Wonderful bhajans, amazing rhythms, and a beautiful vibration as we begin the Arati to Prabhu Sri Ramachandra Bhagwan. Siyapati Ramachandra ki Jai.
So we'll do this beautiful song. It's a composition of His Holiness Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, Ramachandra Raghuvira. So those of you who like to get up, clap and sing and dance with us. Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira, Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Mama Bando, Ramachandra Dayasedo,
Ramachandra Malavando, Ramachandra Dayasedo,
Ramachandra Gambira, Ramachandra Gunavira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira, Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
everybody,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghurama, Ramachandra Rama,
Ramachandra Raghurama,
please wave the Rama, Ramachandra Raghunatha, Ramachandra Jagannatha,
Ramachandra Raghunatha, Ramachandra Jagannatha,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Lokabando, Ramachandra Kipasendo,
Ramachandra Mamabando, Ramachandra Nirapendo,
Ramachandra Gunanidhi, Ramachandra Jayanidhi,
Ramachandra Mandir, Ramachandra
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Raghuvira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Raghunama, Raghurama, Paradama, Gunadama, Jayasenda, Mamabanda, Ramachandra Raghuvira,
Ramachandra Nadira, Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Sitaram, 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 Sitaram,
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 Jai Hanumanta, Jai Hanumanta,
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 Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Raghuvira,
Ramachandra Raghuvira, Ramachandra Nadira,
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram,
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri
Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Nadira, Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Nadira, Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Nadira, Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Nadira. So now we have about the Isha Kirtanacharya. Ramachandra Nadira.
Sitaram, 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 सियापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, राम लक्ष्मण जान की जय, बोलो हनुमान की। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, बोलो जय हनुमान। राम लक्ष्मण जान की जय, बोलो हनुमान की। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की श्री राम जय राम जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान वैर मगन में आंजनेय दिव में श्री राम जय राम जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान आंजनेय दिव में श्री राम जय राम जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान बोले अबे हनुमंत राम जान करिया बोले अबे हनुमंत राम बोले अबे हनुमंत राम जान करिया बोले अबे हनुमंत राम बोले अबे हनुमंत राम जान करिया बोले अबे हनुमंत राम बोले अबे हनुमंत राम जान करिया बोले अबे हनुमंत राम बोलो रे राम ना परमानंद राम 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 राम परमानंद राम राम परमानंद राम परमानंद राम 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 राम अंजनेय में बोलो हनुमंत राम ओ राम हनुमंत राम ओ राम अंजनेय मन पंचा हनुमंत राम अंजनेय में बोलो हनुमंत राम हनुमंत राम अंजनेय मन पंचा हनुमंत राम बोलो रे राम ना परमानंद राम 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 राम 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 वीरवान हनुमंत वीरवान हनुमंत आत्मवान बलवंत आत्मवान बलवंत वीरवान हनुमंत आत्मवान बलवंत वीरवान हनुमंत आत्मवान बलवंत वीरवान हनुमंत आत्मवान बलवंत वीरवान हनुमंत आत्मवान बलवंत चिरंजीवी रामचंद्र 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 हृदय में बोलो हनुमंत राम ओ राम ओ राम हृदय बलवंत हनुमंत राम हृदय में बोलो हनुमंत राम हनुमंत राम हृदय बलवंत हनुमंत राम हृदय में बोलो हनुमंत राम हनुमंत राम हृदय बलवंत हनुमंत राम हृदय में बोलो हनुमंत राम हनुमंत राम हृदय बलवंत हनुमंत राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय 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 राम ओ राम 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 ओ राम 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 रघवा राम 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 रघवा ओ राम 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 रघवा राम 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 रघवा ओ राम 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 रघवा ओ राम 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 रघवा ओ राम 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 रघवा सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम राम रघवा सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम राम रघवा राम 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 रघवा
Siyapati Ramachandra ki. Okay, so we've been teasing you with these small little fireworks for the entire evening. In a few minutes, and I mean a few minutes, because we've timed the vote of thanks to 2 exact minutes, and we've timed the closing prayer to 1 exact minute, and then we have a grand firework display for all of you. So, did they start yet? Did they start? Let me make sure it's working. See the fireworks first and then clap. We'd like to thank the combined efforts of the Datta Kirtan Mandali and the Isha Kirtan Acharyas. And now we'd like to have the vote of thanks being presented.
All right, so we'd like to welcome on stage to deliver the vote of thanks this evening, Ganesh Raghunanan and Sundar Joku.
Thank you very much. You know, it is a wonderful day. We are so happy this evening. I cannot start to express the feeling of joy. It is so joyous that it brings tears to some of our eyes, this historical moment. And in moving forward, it takes a team effort. And what we did this evening here is show camaraderie. Doesn't matter where and who we are, but for our Dharma, we are here together, and it will continue flourishing. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
I stand here today as a proud and grateful Hindu to express my heartfelt thanks to all those who have made this event possible. Sitaram, Namaste, a very good night to all. On behalf of all the members and executive of the Shri, Ram, Janam, Bhumi, Sthapna committee, we are very happy to be here, standing here to express our vote of thanks, Ganeshji and myself. I think they choose 2 big guys, but I hope the stage can take we wait till we finish. Special thanks to our chief guest, His Excellency, High Commissioner to India, Shri Dr. Pradeep Singh Rajput Rohit Ji. I need to take my time and express our gratitude for accepting our invitation and gracing us with his presence here today. Your thoughts have truly inspired us. You know, it's a wonderful occasion, and having him here is a blessing. We would also like to thank the opposition leader, Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, SC, His Worship the Mayor of Shogunas, Mr. Faik Mohammed, for being here on this historical occasion, and you all as well for making it happen. We would like to also convey our thanks and gratitude to all Pandits and Kirtan groups and every one of you all here for taking the time in this journey for all of us today, for making this event a huge success. This shows that our Dharma is in good hands, and it will be positive and alive in the future. We can't make this happen without talking and making everyone aware of what's happening. But giving thanks, we must give thanks to Sri Ram Chandra Bhagwan for blessing us with his health strength to bring in this here this evening. We would also like to thank His Excellency High Commissioner to India, His Worship the Mayor Faik Mohammed, Swami Prakashananda, and the Chinmaya Mission of Trinidad and Tobago, Raviji, the Hindu Pachar Kinja, Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festival Committee, Datta Kirtan Mandali, First Felicity Ramlila and Cultural Group, the National Ramlila Council of Trinidad and Tobago, the Pierre Road Community Council, Satya Sai Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, Pandit Mukram Surju and the Inter-Religious Organization, Pandit Krishna Ramdeen and Isha Foundation, the National Council of Indian Culture, Merchants of Festival of India Expo at the Diwali Nagar. I think they need a lusty round of applause. Come now, man. We could do better than that. Let us hear it. Let Lord Rama know and feel the vibration. That's better. Sewa International TT and all respective pundit. And now, for Shri Ganesh Ji to continue.
Sitaram devotees, as I join with my brother in Dharma, Mr. Sundar Joku, we must give gratitude to our corporate sponsors in the second half of this vote of thanks. It is followed 103 FM, Sankhya Television, Alak Stores, the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee, Rishi Sound System, Ravi Songs, Abhigat Stores, Roland Buru Funeral Home, Satya Bhavan Puja and Variety Store, Upper Level Educational Institution, BDC Transport Limited, Sescon Limited, Passage the Food King and Bright Ideas, Shop Trinidad, Felicity Back Road, Boys Tassa Group, Solo Supermarket and Ballier Shopping Mart, Tuners Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, The Little Store Limited and Chatak Food, Double Savers Supermarket and Bakery, Warehouse 2000 Hardware Limited, Exukis Dental, Chatak's Firepower Fireworks, Prim Singh's Puja Bhawan Limited, Felimed Supplies Limited, Price Club, R. Ramdas and Company Limited, AJ Academic Agency, Nancy Pharmacy, Extra Food Supermarket, Dylan Talon Seatal Trading, Brian's Tent Rental, Central Ice Limited, Quit Smoking by Laser Treatment and Spa, and Felicity Community Pharmacy. We must say thank you to all these corporate sponsors. Without your support, this event would not have been possible. May Sri Ram bless you greatly. I would like to also thank all our members from the Sri Ram Janma Bhumi Sthapna Committee. Before I close, I must make mention to one person. This gentleman, how he had initiated this whole program. He's none other than Amit Ji. We must give him a round of applause for that. This New Year's morning, Amit called me. He said, Ganesh, we want to do this program, boy. You know, with this Indian accent, you know. What we go do, boy? I say, well, we go form a team and we go see how it goes. So, we started with 4 and we end up with this production with hundreds of volunteers and people joining this to celebrate Sri Ram. So we must give thanks to Amit. He is the one who really initiated this event. And his family, his lovely wife and his family is here. We must give thanks to him. So with this said, I'd like to say Sitaram, let us all give ourselves a round of applause. Let us thank everybody for all the efforts they have put into this production. So, I say Sitaram, and we're going to continue with the singing. But before that, we'll have the fireworks display. Okay? So, Sitaram.
Sitaram. Man, take it by workers. Next is we'll have the chanting and with the fireworks, and then we'll have the closing. For those of you who are here still, we started with prayer, we started with puja, and we've had offerings throughout. We had arati throughout. You all know we have to do the closing mantras, but and also your right, my left, is a small tent next to the pavilion. There is bhojan, there is food for all of you. It's pre-packaged. You can have it here with us, or you can take it to your various homes. And if you want extra, you can ask from the volunteers there. So we're going to have an amazing kirtan session here now. At the same time, we're going to have the fireworks. So this is our last gift to you. To look at start. Come, get him.